How the hell? It never was like this in society in the United States. The quality of living is going down. We're like a third world country now, for crying out loud, as far as this insurance and pension plan is. Might as well be in China. Might as well be somewhere else where they don't have any laws and rules for all this stuff. That's why the government made a law that you can roll over your pension to an IRA if you're not going to end up collecting a pension in an organization. They can't keep your money. Well, these guys they don't want to tell people. That's why they're upset with me telling people how you can get an IRA for $100 at Fleet Bank or Bank of America and roll over your money to the IRA. Sure, you got to pay the tax on it. Like I said a few minutes ago in the beginning of this video. The annuity money, $25 every 3 months, that's $100 a year to maintain this account. More than 20,000 members in the Upstate Council here. That's $2 million. They're taking $2 million out of a plan where the taxes weren't paid. The state's going to want that money. The state should want that money. And the federal government should want that money. I earned that money, and I was supposed to pay tax on that money. If it was in a pension and annuity plan, I wasn't supposed to pay tax on it until I reached the age where I collected it. Then they still got their money. All right? But now they're getting eliminated. They're getting circumvented from collecting that pension from that taxes on these plans. So the state and the federal government, as soon as they realize this, they're going to come after the union for that money. And you know what? I'm going to be the man that calls the state and tells, because I don't like what's going on. If they don't send us to work regular, they don't run that list fair, I'm going to start to let loose with names and everything in these coming videos. Keep getting on my website, and guess what you're going to hear? More of the same, and more in-depth, and more detail. And you're going to start hearing names, and you're going to recognize the names. And you say, how the hell is this person get a status where he can come from this job to that job? She can come from this job to that job, this job to that job. Meanwhile, I'm still sitting at home. What, my family is second class, third class family? I'm supposed to be the same as everybody else in this organization. Well, if they're not going to run it that way, they got to be voted out. Hey, you're going to let them get away with it. It borders on illegal. There's a list. Everybody's supposed to be on unemployment. You have to be on this list if you're going to be on unemployment. But if they're not sending you out, they must be breaking some kind of law, some kind of rule to stick you on this list, make you collect more weeks. The Labor Department's going to get involved in this. I got letters already made up. When I get pissed off enough, I'm sending it out. I'm sending it to Attorney General, everybody that'll listen. Because these officers won't listen. And all I ever wanted these officers to do was just to be fair. That is not in their vocabulary. They don't want to be fair. They want to be liked by their friends. They want to have their same drinking buddies go to work all the time. Well, you want to know what? It's no good for the brotherhood. That's the bottom line. This organization is so dysfunctional. The way these guys are now, they've been there too long. They care not about you. They care about themselves and the same people they've been keeping working. The referral list, they say, oh, well, these people were referred to this job. These people were requested. Baloney. What they do is they send a shop steward, then he requests his same friends on the job. It's wrong. Patently wrong. Somebody's got to do something about it. And you know who it is? Every one of you out there in internet land that don't come and vote. Every one of you brothers and sisters that don't come and vote. I can't tell you to vote for this guy or that guy. I suggest we have to get all these officers out. Zawalski, I thought we had a shot with him because he seemed fair-minded and everything. Well, you want to know what? A couple years up on the podium, he's right back to the way they're running business up there. They said, do it this way, do it this way. You'll be in office. You'll get voted in. Jobs for votes. Well, he switched over to being fair-minded to jobs for votes. There's another one up there on the podium, all these organizers. You know what? They want to get into the office. They want to follow in Kevin Hicks' footsteps. They want to run the local with intimidation, fear, favoritism, jobs for votes. That's how we got where we are. And if you don't get these guys out, and everybody up there on that podium has been handpicked by Kevin Hicks, still, he's got influence and he's gone. And it's wrong. And Kevin, if you're out there watching this or listening to this, I got something for you. Go ahead, Chuck, come on. You know everything I said is absolutely true.
That's why I let you roll, man, because it is.
100%.
It's the bottom of the barrel right now, and
It's an undesirable place to be in this local now. And I'll tell you, all of these people that are going to drop out, as soon as they realize they can get their printout and find out how much they paid in, and they can get that money rolled over to an IRA, and the annuity rolled over to an IRA, they're going to say, well, geez, I've been out of work 6 months, and I can get this few thousand here, and this 12,000 in this month. Hey, as soon as they see how much money they can get their hands on, this organization means nothing. They need that money if they can't get work. The income of the local, the hours of the local are not even divided up close to fairly, close to equally. And that's what we need to do. They tried to get this list off the ground to work right. When it was instituted, because Jimmy Hicks Sr. was scared, and he says, okay, that was somebody's campaign slogan to get him out of office. So he says, well, you know what? I'm going to make the move and start the list. He did, but he didn't run it fair, and he got his ass voted out. Then the next guy, as soon as he's in there a few years, as soon as he wins the next election, boom, he starts with the favoritism crap. Every one of them. They get up on the podium with these other officers that are entrenched, and they get switched over from, I'll tell you right now, you let me up there, and them guys that are been in there a long time, they're going to have a hard time dealing with me. That's why they don't like me, because I want everyone to be treated fairly. And if you don't like me if I get in office, you can get me out. Simple, simple. Come and vote. 25% of the local comes to vote at these elections. If 100% of the membership came and voted, we would get all of these officers out in one fell swoop, a clean sweep, and then you would see how things would change. Put me in there. Put Chuck in there. You know what? Put John Newell in there. You think he's a fanatic and a chronic complainer and everything. The only thing he ever complains about is fairness. Look at Richie Durrow. He wants to keep an eye on the finances and the inner workings of the local, the fine things that go on here. And you know what? He's an intelligent guy. But nobody wants to listen to him because they badmouth him from the podium. But you know the truth? He's absolutely right on target with what he says. John Newell also. All these guys that run for office and can't get elected because they don't have jobs for votes at their disposal. Same as me. If I was giving out the jobs, I could do the same thing Bill Weir and Doug Blacklock are doing. You want to go to work? Are you going to vote for me? Oh, here's your job. You know what? It's wrong. It's wrong. Patently wrong. And they get away with it because the membership won't come together and as one body and vote. Vote for what's right. Vote for what's fair. That's what we need. We're not going to get it until you guys get off your couches and get off your asses. And all of the wives out there that are sick of your husband sitting at home, kick them out the door. Tell them they're not getting none tonight unless you go vote. That's how we'll win. That's how they'll win. That's how that women will win. By getting their man a job, a regular job. Somebody's got to motivate these people. If you got a wife in this local and you're a husband and she's out of work, boot her. Tell her she's not getting none until she votes. Get these guys out. That's how you're going to get this local to change. You want insurance for your family, ma'am? Get your husband off the couch when it's election day for the local. Tell him, go and vote the guy that left you sitting on the couch all these months. Go and vote against him. The family input, that's what we need besides the membership that ain't paying attention. It's all you women, you want insurance for your children? Kick your man out the door. Tell him he ain't getting dinner tonight unless he goes down to that meeting, unless he finds out what's going on, unless he figures out how to make it better, or get your ass out of that local and go get a non-union job. Go get a prevailing rate job. That's the women. And all you ladies out there, you can get your pension plan and your annuity money in your family bank account. Tell your husband, drop out of that crummy ass local and go and get your money. How do you do it? You get an IRA account at the Bank of America for a $100 minimum deposit. You get that account number and make your wife your beneficiary or one of your children or something, and go there and get your printout and tell them, here's my IRA account, send my money. I'm dropping out. I'm not paying no more useless dues. I'm paid ahead on the dues. I want that money back. The women, motivate your husbands to go out there and get your money. Get the money that's paid in that you need to pay your bills, to get insurance. Get them out there and get them on a good job. Get them on a prevailing rate job. Break the union if the union's breaking your family.